part 2 of the year in review that I did yesterday, and then setting my intentions for 2021. So these are the things that I outlined based on information that I gathered from other people. And my very first thought I wanted to remember is that energy flows where my focus goes. Every day we are coaching ourselves, every single day, and you are either talking to yourself in a positive manner or a negative manner. So just keep that in mind, that your energy is going to flow where your focus goes. So word of the year was the first thing I wanted to start with. Last year in 2020, my word was fun, and despite some of the restrictions, the many restrictions, we still were able to find some fun. So my word of the year for 2021 is create. I want to create value. I want to create connections. I want to create wealth in all of the aspects of my life. And remember, when you're setting your word of the year, you want to keep in mind energy flows where your focus goes. So if you choose the word courage, you will continually find yourself in circumstances that are going to require you to be courageous. Okay? So just keep that in mind when you're choosing your word of the year, because it's strengthening that muscle for you. What areas are you willing to apply that word of the year? So again, for me, I want to create value in my business and with my clients, create connections personally, professionally, create wealth with my health, my bank account. So just thinking through what areas of your life you want to have that word apply to. So your calendar really should be aligning with your values and your priorities. We talked about that in your year of review from last year. Where did you get off track? Doing things that maybe just really didn't align with those values. So for 2021, as you're planning it out, making sure that you are calendaring things like self-care. So I want to make sure that I have a relaxed energy that I am bringing into my home. So I did schedule out my hair appointments, things like that. Your routines and your habits. These are things that you can calendar out if you want, but just paying attention as you are looking to your year ahead. Are you establishing a routine or a habit that is going to serve you? Especially if you are helping other family members, older family members. If you are in healthcare, you need to be taking care of yourself, any discipline. So just paying attention to those routines and habits, tying them back to that word of the year. My priorities, my family, my work, goals, breaking them down into steps to take. If create is my word of the year, which it is, what steps do I need to be taking to set time aside where my brain can just think and process and come up with things to create, and then invest the time on my calendar to get the work done. Tools and supplies, they are here for you. So this completely blew my mind. I was listening to a podcast, and one of the coaches said she was not going to be putting things on her calendar because she just doesn't use her calendar in that way. And I am constantly trying to figure out what planners and books and journals should I be using that are going to help me to be the most successful. And just keeping in mind that those tools are here to serve me, right? I want to make sure that I'm not freaked out and feeling like a massive failure because I didn't follow through with how that planner or journal is supposed to be used. Does that make sense? Because then I'm just kicking the shit out of myself every day, telling myself, God, you suck, you're really terrible at this, this is not your strength. Well, that's not a positive way to get my day going, right? So just keeping in mind that all of these tools, all of these resources, even this is just an idea. It's just something that you can use. If it benefits you, awesome sauce. If it does not, forget about it, okay? Be available to how things show up. So, like, be really committed to the long haul or the goal, but don't get so constrained with the outcome of how something shows up in your life. I don't have an awesome example of this right now, but just as you're meeting people, just paying attention, going back to that word of the year, paying attention to what's being presented to you and does it align with what you're trying to accomplish this year or not. And then words that describe you. This is going to also tie in with your beliefs about yourself. So you were programmed by age 7. Most of your programming occurred before that age. So everything that you have held on to, beliefs about yourself, are things that the adults in your life at the time, or trusted people in your life at the time, really told you or showed you about yourself. So really think about who is the person, what are some character traits of the person that you are seeking to become in 2021, and do you already have those character traits and you're just trying to build and expand upon them? Or are you feeling like it's something that you really want to aspire to? So for me, to be creative and have a CEO energy about myself, I want to make sure that I am calm and consistent and connected with people. They're all C's, I have no idea why. So just thinking about 5 or 6 words that you would like to use to describe yourself in 2021. And then as you are going through your life and hitting different circumstances, just take a deep breath, take a minute when you're in these circumstances to say, okay, how do I want to show up for this? So for me, this was great. This was really helpful with me setting my intentions for the year. I shared my word of the year. I shared some of the words that I want to use to describe myself. I think I'm getting there with many of them, but I hope this was helpful to you. And if you are helping out an older family member, reach out to me if you have questions or things are coming up for you that are feeling really frustrating, because I don't have all the answers, for sure not, but I can definitely help you with your mindset. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!